everybody to the Dr. Jane Live on a Thursday. We're talking about miracle medicine. We're talking about our year-end Christmas market and what we've got in store for you. Lots of gifts, bags of goods, and we're inviting you to come and enjoy yourself, indulge yourself this season. So this is our third post out of a series of 7, and I've carefully selected a micronutrient and a service or a product to support you restoring, resetting, rejuvenating, and rejoicing this season. So let's bring on the first slide, and I'm going to be sharing with you what we've got in store. There's going to be from 15 to 30% discount. Go and have a look, dig in the deep in the bags and find your treasures. And also we've got buy one, get one free for some of the services. So let's delve deep into that. And as I say, you can go in and choose your natural products. So I'm wanting to inspire you to prioritize your well-being this season. It's been a long year for some. It's been a great year for others. And what we're wanting to do here is say, all right, fine, let's stop the traffic. Let's prioritize our well-being. And we're going to do this holistically within the ambit of my high-low quantum well-being compass and 365 healthy by choice nutrients and our products and services, so that you launch yourself into 2026 powerfully, centered, authentically, ready to take on the year and what's in store, to learn your lessons and pick up on the opportunities that arise. And to do that, we need to be centered. So today I'm talking about beyond genetics and using our inner alchemy. So just wait for that. It's coming. And once we've got that as our theme, we're going to restore, reset, rejuvenate, and rejoice. And using the quantum states products, devices, services, and nutrient-dense, light-emitting, photon multiplier, micronutrient-dense range. We're going to be activating life force, light emission, energy, holistic well-being during this festive season. So everything we do is going to be centered, authentic, with this idea of rejoicing and light emission, which I think these festivals that we celebrate do bring in. And just to remind those of you who are new in that I am the CEO and founder of 365 Healthy by Choice, and we're celebrating our 15th anniversary and offering people the 365 Dr. Jane McKenzie Health and Healing Sanctuary in Bryanston, where we offer virtual consultations globally as well as in person. Our shop, it's open from 8 to 5, Monday to Saturday, where you can come in and top up, chat with us, raise your energy level as you enter into the sanctuary. And then our chronic disease clinic, where we're doing our oxygen drips, our infrareds, our acupunctures, our live blood analysis, and our quantum healing assessments. So that's really what this is all about. And this is how we're going to reset and rejoice, rejuvenate this season. So I want to remind you also of my healing philosophy. And my holistic quantum well-being is based on the innate intelligence of the universal field, the innate intelligence of nature to heal, and the innate intelligence of the body's ability to heal. When you get that right, and when you trust that, and you're working with this power, is when we get the magic. That is the miracle medicine I'm speaking about. And it's a new paradigm for many people who've been, programmed in other ways. But that's okay too, because it's fast growing, and we can share many celebrations, testimonies, case studies this year, and honor all of you who trusted holistic quantum well-being and health. And thanks for riding along the way with me. And as I learn, you learn. As you learn, I learn. So it's just really wonderful in two ways. So that is my philosophy, and that's where I come from. And If you know something better than that, please let me know. And, I'm a pioneer and leader in this quantum well-being medicine field. I own 3 SKIO type products, the latest being the NQB, and that just, I think really amplifies my endorsement in quantum health. And the products are all quantum state as well, which I've written there as well. So when you're working in the universal field with wisdom, everything comes into place. So my idea here is to work with life force, light emission, photon multipliers. Those of you who want to know more about this, I've done a few webinars on my YouTube channel, Dr. Jane McKenzie, and also on my website. And there's lots of information on all of this. But a photon multiplier is something like, for example, the brain fuel or the stress defense shield that's photosynthesized, grown through photosynthesis, and it now is presented in a solid form of food for us. And when we consume that, we are multiplying the photons from the sunlight. So that's what photon multiplier means. Light emission, the probiotic, the microbiome reset looks like these gazillions of stars here. The almost gold, also light emitting when you look down the microscope. So, what's the difference between, let's say, a microbiome reset in the liquid form with a gazillion lights when you look down the microscope alive versus a probiotic in a bottle that's either on the shelf or in a cold chain in the fridge? And you put that under the microscope, it's not going to do that. And I think that really answers every question anyone could ask me. Does what you're taking emit light? Is it a photon multiplier? Is it pure, natural, and unique in the natural state, the quantum state as nature intended, or has it been altered? And is it micronutrient dense? Because this is where the key is. Plant-based food state and quantum state. When the food's in the quantum state, the micronutrients, it's working physically, the body, neurologically, emotionally, and spiritually. So we've sewn it all up here, and that's what sums up our holistic quantum well-being medicine and the high-low quantum well-being compass that looks at emotional purification and physical purification. And it's a kind of an iterative process. And the compass point turns to where it needs to be. And then the post, what have we already posted on this year-end Christmas market? I've broken it into 7 posts. So post 1 was on our awesome microbiome reset live probiotic boosting immunity. It's got over 80 live strains. So go in there, you can see it's got a nice saving. And the infrared lamps, mats and panels, all stimulating mitochondrial activity as well. So the microbiome reset is made with, it is effective microorganisms. The mitochondria is a eukaryote bacteria organism. And then we've paired it with the infrared lamps, mats, and panels that stimulate and activate the mitochondria, and the infrared sauna, which ours is 14 micron, also doing that. So that's the pairing that's going on here with the first post that we did, the microbes and the mitochondria. And then post 2 was looking at our stem cells, Activa stem cells, the 5 top plant adult activating stem cell nutrients: raw jelly, blue-green algae, cordyceps, lion's mane, and foti. And that's going to, activate the innate repair of the body and rejuvenation, because the body will call on certain cells to shift into a stem cell for the liver or the sore ear, whatever it might be. We paired that with copper and the copper vessels also to build our innate immunity for detoxification, organ repair, moving fat out of cells. We're just going back to organ repair, for example, especially the thyroid, but all organs. So when you're drinking a naturally alkaline water where the memory's been cleared, it's highly electron dense and supercharged to charge the battery of the body. So you also find copper in our almost gold, which is copper enhanced. But these two paired very well to activate our innate repair system, and then also to boost immunity. So that was our second post. The third posting now is we're talking about beyond genetics and inner alchemy release. And I've paired together the replica RNA DNA and the holistic ancestral orientation. And you might be thinking, well, why did she do that? Well, our DNA goes back eons. And it passes every time a human is born. The blood passes, the DNA passes, so does the molecules of emotion, which are held in the genetics. And beyond the genetics, the epigenetics. And that's why I'm saying beyond genetics, we've gone beyond that. In fact, if the genetics are out of order, it's due to an epigenetic emotional trauma. And when we've gone into emotion and trauma, we've gone out of balance. We've moved out of our center space, and that's when disease sets in. So we want to do whatever we can to maintain our central position, balance, homeostasis in the body, and that will work on prevention. There is no static point for any human, because we're here to change. We're here to take up the opportunities. We're here to shift. And when we're using replica RNA DNA, it's going to bring in the 5 building block proteins to ensure that the RNA and the DNA in the chromosome, in the nucleus, has every chance of dividing into another perfect cell. So it's actually working, if we backstep with the stem cells as well, making sure every cell is perfect. And this is where we then bring in the inner alchemy, which is the holistic ancestral orientation, where we work on the genetics alchemically. So have a look at this. Apart from the gift, which is 15% off, the replica RNA is now 600 Rand, a bottle of 60, no fillers or binders, big, large 500 milligram veggie capsules. As I said, it contains the 5 building block proteins for the entire body, all the requirements. Imagine you can put away any of your protein shakes and you can take the replica RNA DNA. Categorically fact, it's going to build every protein your body needs. There's no one protein shake or bodybuilding shake that's going to do that for you. There's going to be some missing. So imagine that. So we need protein for growth and repair, and especially for the DNA. And as I said to you, the adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, uracil are all intact in the replica RNA DNA, bacterial cell wall fragments. And then we're repairing also then, apart from genetics, the cell, the tissues, the organs, and the systems, which are rising out of that nucleus in the beginning as the cell replication happens. So imagine, this is amazing. It's highly active at boosting immunity. It will knock on the door and tell the body's immune system, go and find that unknown parasite, that unknown organ, that unknown toxin. And it sends the body's immune system along with that. And backtracking, the microbiome reset will also be sent along, because that's going to 75% immunity in the gut, and along with the white blood cells making up 15%, and the NK and T and B cells, all of those fighter cells as well. So it's a crucial role, especially in degenerative disease. It's used in the top hospitals around the world to boost immunity. It's a do not miss. And here's another great thing. It boosts and heals the mucosal membranes of the gut, the lungs, the genitourinary system. It really, really does. Leaky gut, for example, malabsorption of oxygen, and then problems with the genitourinary mucosal membranes. I'm talking about endometriosis, fibroids, all those kind of diseases. And the kidney, tubules, urethra, ureter, all of that. So it's a wow in a one little bottle. The people that make it for me make up a little chicken jelly. The one-day chicks that get transported from their place of birth to the farm that they're going to, and these little chicks peck at it's a healthy nutrient jelly, but it's got the replica RNA DNA inside it, and they arrive alive at the other end. So just imagine, it's incredible products. So I've paired these two, right? I've paired the RNA, DNA, and the holistic ancestral, because both of them relate to genetics. And beyond genetics, epigenetics, really, because many of us are born with defects in the genetic system. Let's take diabetes, for example. So we bring in now the holistic ancestral orientation, which those of you who knew, I'm going to explain. Those of you who know about it, many of you have already also experienced it, and experienced the personal self-transformation, experienced the peace, the joy, the love. You know you've transformed. We know we've worked with inner alchemy. The body heals. That's inner alchemy. That's using the inner pharmacy. That's using the wisdom of the universe. So we've got to buy one, get one free. Can you imagine? On special. So you're going to save yourself 1,250 Rand. It's an hour long. Each hour is 1,250, but your free one is free. So we're going to heal the generational emotional patterns that we're all born with, because that is our role, just to heal ourselves and work on the genetic patterns that we needed for this lifetime. So we selected carefully the irregularities that were going to enable us to experience something here on earth. So we could take that into the existential field, raise our awareness and deepen our consciousness. So really, really amazing work this. And that's when you start feeling lighter and feeling well. And it's through self-transformation in the universal field. We do it here in broad daylight. Deepening into consciousness and taking responsibility and ownership for all the things that have happened in our lives and transforming that trauma into a gift. And once we've done that, there's no more blame. You own it, your responsibility. It's a question of bring on the next one. And let me peel the layers of these onions so that I don't take all these traumas into the grave. So we've got the responsibility and ownership and no more blame. And this is really where we're getting to the root problem beyond the physical. So we're working alchemically, we're working with epigenetics here. So what a win. You've got the replica RNA, DNA working on the physical level with you, but it's in the quantum state. So it's also going to be working neurologically, emotionally, and spiritually, repairing the DNA, the genetic codes in the body. We've got the active stem cells producing stem cells to repair. We've got the probiotic, also bringing in essential microbes, essential organisms for immunity and repair. We've got lamps with healing infrared frequencies and actually heat. And wow, what a compendium so far. And there's more, because you can go and have a look in the bags on the Christmas market and get your copper, your stem cells, get your infrared lamps. We've got a whole lot there from IL-21 right up to IL-60. So the higher the IL, the higher the stronger the infrared and the healing. And we've got loads of copper, and people were walking out today with three vessels and a dispense at the same time. And now we're introducing the replica RNA, DNA, and the holistic ancestral orientation. Lots of savings, lots of things in the bag for you. And I'm just going to be ending off with this slide here and reminding you of me, my Halo Compass, and the 365 Healthy by Choice range, inspiring you to prioritize your own well-being this season. No one else will do it for you. So let's get on to it. Bags of gift waiting to be discovered at the 365 year-end Christmas market. You go to www.365healthybychoiceshop.com. Go to the sale there. You'll open up into the market and have fun. Gazillions of fun. And that's all from me today. And look out for more on this. I'm going to be sending out actually information sheets as well. And post 4 will be coming up probably on Monday. So have a good one. Enjoy your Christmas shopping.